Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be reviewing the 30A Beach Blonde Ale from Grayton Brewing Company. Thanks for joining us. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review.
We're starting
the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion as noted by this start. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell, as well as check us out on the social medias. The links are below in the description. You come say hey in Discord. We would love to see you there and love for you to join our Discord chat server because we like to chat. That's what we do. When we're not here doing beer reviews, we're chatting. So you guys come join us. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. Gentlemen, what are we drinking and reviewing today?
That would be the 30A Beach Blonde from Grayton Beer Company. So I think we should drink it and get going.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we're here.
I was about to say.
All right. I have got my Grayton shirt on. I've got my Grayton Beer Company glass from the time that I did visit the brewery. So, yeah. Excited to have this
kind of that full on sellout today.
I mean, you know, I'm professional.
Why not, right? I mean, it's a cool
it's like a blonde,
like we talked about. I mean, their brew pub restaurant was really neat down in south. So
yep. So you've been to the brew pub. I've been to the brewery.
Yes, sir.
With that, cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers,
Andy's
mates.
Andy doesn't leave the attic. So
I haven't gotten out of the attic. So
blondie.
mm-hmm.
And as according to the bottle, beach blondes have more fun. So,
well,
their most widely distributed beer.
Yeah. So Grayton Beer Company started in 2011. It's in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Although some parts say South Walton, Florida.
like our logo here.
Yeah. This one is 4.6%, 13 IBUs. And as we said, a blonde ale. The hops they use are Columbus, Mount Hood, and Willamette. And I like the cap. Cap is similar to the logo, the 30A. And underneath, fish hook.
Oh, it's got the hook.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. How about y'all?
Nice catch. Yeah.
Nice catch. So for those unfamiliar, the reference 30A is the highway that goes along the Gulf Coast down there in Florida. Very scenic, beautiful Gulf. The third coast is which a lot of people are not familiar with, and people who love them, some Atlantic coast and some West Coast, the Pacific Coast. Honestly, the more beautiful coast in terms of sand and water is the Gulf Coast.
Yep.
You get down there on the Florida Panhandle, down there on the the West Coast side of Florida. You might as well be in the tropics. White sands.
You don't have to go that far. Water. I mean, Ben got married down in the Panhandle in Alabama.
Yeah,
the Gulf in Alabama.
Yeah. That was a wonderful weekend.
Yes,
it was.
Yeah, y'all were there. I was there too. So, yeah,
we were there supporting your morals.
There you go. What else do we know about Grayton?
I know nothing. That's it. Yeah, their website. I was like, wow, I'm bummed. I wanted more. They didn't provide.
Yeah,
I do know, like Ben, we talked about, this is their most widely distributed beer. It's readily available. I guess you guys, I don't know, can you guys get it in Mississippi? I can get it up here.
Certain parts. I'm not getting it up here.
It seems to almost be somewhat I mean, even though this is, a year round beer for them, it seems to almost be seasonal in a sense of when we can get it, at least.
Yeah.
It seems that the distribution for us is not a year round thing. And we used to get a lot more of their stuff. In fact, I was kind of introduced to Grayton through one of their gozas, Salt of the Gulf, which is a beer that I really, really like. And I saw it up here, it was probably 2018. And I've looked for it ever since here. And actually, they had it on draft when I did visit the brewery there a couple of years ago. So it was one I enjoyed as well. But yeah, we don't see them as much as I mean, it's almost like, 3, 4, pre-COVID, you saw it a good bit, and now you hardly ever
Yeah.
see their stuff here.
I'm sure it's
Other
hard
than,
with distribution channels. So
yeah, and the Beach Blonde Ale is, if we see one, it's typically that one. So,
yeah, I mean that's
now,
the one that we've always seen in North Alabama. I did. I mean, you visited the brewery, which is up on the highway off the coast.
mhm.
I actually visited the brew pub restaurant that they had. That's down on the coast area, off directly off of 30A. And it was a fantastic restaurant, and I think they probably had, gosh, somewhere between 25 and 35 beers on draft. So a wide selection of all their beers, and it was fantastic, the food and the drinks. So we had a flight or two, and just really enjoyed it.
Yeah, if you happen to be in that area, I chose to go to the brewery because there is another brewery that is
Mhm.
really close by called Idle Hounds,
Mhm.
and within walking distance. So,
Yes.
of Grayton. So, me and the person I was with decided to hit up Idle Hounds first, and then we walked to Grayton, and had a good afternoon just sampling some different beers from both breweries. But it was your typical kind of brewery tap room, big open space where you can see a lot of the equipment they use to brew, and then warehouse type where they have a bar and some tables and some cornhole and some other games that you can play while you're there drinking. So definitely, I think worth a visit if you are down in the Florida area, close by. Who has not had this before? Any of us? Have we all
I've
had it?
had it, but I haven't logged it. So, um,
Well, I guess you're first.
yeah, I'll be happy to go first. I've always enjoyed Grayton's brews. The Beach Blonde to me is just light, easy drinking, casual. Um, if you want to put this into that crushable category, it fits there. It's what everybody thinks when they think of a blonde, easygoing, and further what they're trying to do. It's great for distribution. It could compete with the macro breweries, if you will, when you're trying to have something with a little more flavor. I enjoy it. I give it a 7.5.
Andy, what do you think?
Yeah, completely agree. You can have these over and over and over. And if it were readily available, it'd be your filler beer.
Yeah.
Got flavor. It's not heavy. It's just refreshing. It's just so easy. And I too give it a 7.5. I am a fan of Grayton beer.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think this one's probably going to be easy all the way around. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a blonde ale in the sense that it's not going to knock your socks off. You're not going to drink this and be like, "Hey, this is the greatest beer ever." But it does kind of fit that bill of, "Hey, this would be a great filler beer." I think Andy, you kind of hit the nail on the head there. That it's almost, and Jay too, it's almost just that notch above kind of the macros,
Mhm.
where you can enjoy a good beer, but it also not be one that is too heavy, and one that you can enjoy multiples of. So, yeah, I really wish we got more of Grayton in our area. Obviously glad that we see this one from time to time, but would love to have more of their offerings, because overall, I think they have some really great beer, and which is why I got a t-shirt and a glass. So I too am going to give it a 7.5. I think it fits right there, kind of in the middle of for a blonde ale. It's a good beer that you're going to want to have on a nice warm hot day when you're outside at the ball game or whatnot at the beach. If you happen to make it down that way, it's the perfect beer for that.
The other thing you could add to that, I mean, if someone is, having their first foray into craft beer, this was a great intro to it. If you're migrating over from your macros and some of the watered down beers and really want to try something, this one's mild and easy to introduce to.
Yeah, it's that next step,
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be easy math for us, and which is good because when you're drinking beer and math don't always mix. So 7.5 for the Beach Blonde Ale out of Grayton. Again, one you should go grab if you see it. If you have distribution in your area for this, check out any of the beer from Grayton. I think overall they've got some good offerings, and this one, like we said, is a good step away from the macros into kind of the craft beer. So one you can definitely enjoy, and get a 6-pack and know that you're gonna be able to enjoy it completely. So with that, be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell. And also come check us out on social media. Come say hey in Discord. Andy loves to chat. He does it all day long. So come chat him up, and he's gonna respond like that. So for Andy in the attic and Jay, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Hey, get back to your texting or your chatting.
Send.